How y'all doing today? Welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And today we're going to be painting Hate.
Hate.
Now this is a
Don't paint angry.
Yeah, this is crazy. This box is huge.
It's ridiculous.
But we're painting Hate. It's I just got it in yesterday.
Right.
And this is by CMON with Guillotine Games. And it was a Kickstarter only game.
Right. Kickstarter exclusive.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yep. It's the thing that I'm really excited about this is that it's all based on the art, not only the art but the graphic novels by Adrian Smith, and I'm a huge fan of Adrian Smith's artwork. He used to do a lot of work for GW and fantastic work. If you want skulls and spikes, Adrian Smith is your man for sure.
Perfect. And
awesome stuff.
There's a lot of that in here.
There is.
So we picked out 3 miniatures. 3 larger characters to paint. We're saving one for Gretchen for Thursday, but you're painting Tyrant. The
Tyrant, yep.
The main big guy, and I'm painting one of the mercenaries, one of the larger mercenary guys.
Yep.
It just looks wicked. Yeah.
Yep.
They're ridiculous.
Definitely cool.
And then if you look at the spinner, you'll see the third one that Gretchen will be blessed with painting on Thursday. And it's a pretty big miniature too.
Yep. Yeah. There we go.
And then next to it is one of the smaller miniatures that also comes with the set. This contains, I think, 103 highly detailed figurines.
Yep. And by smaller miniatures, you mean like standard
normal size miniatures.
28, 32 millimeter size. That kind of thing. So cool.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to move the box out of the way so that. Oh, there y'all are. All right. Cool.
I can move that to there. Just get everything else arranged now. All good.
Say hi to everybody. We got Chris Cox and Carl and
hey Chris,
Peter
hey Carl.
What's up, everybody? All right.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
So, you know, speaking of hate as a word, and it's not a word I like to use very often.
Yep.
The one thing I hate about this show is that it's not catered.
Oh, okay. Okay, radio. We need to do something about that. We need to get it sorted.
I think we need to figure out a way to have some craft services.
But are you still on your potato only diet?
No, it's not only potatoes anymore. I can have corn and green beans.
Right.
And yeah.
Cool. Nice. So it's mainly potatoes.
Mainly potatoes still, yes.
Excellent. Well, that's good. Yep.
So Josh and Josh is with us. He says, "Hello, minis look great for this game. They do look great.
Yep. They look fantastic.
They're ridiculous." So. It's funny not having a third person here. I have to actually reach way over here to grab stuff. Everything.
Yep. That's cool. It's kind of funny that we're working on these guys, particularly working on this one, because there's lots of skulls, so lots of bone there, and quite a lot of sort of exposed flesh.
Okay.
So I'm going to use some of the techniques, or some of the approach that I've been using on my Gene Steel Occult models.
Okay.
Which is basically any of the armor or the sort of chitinous sections I've done with a wash of Seraphim Sepia from GW, just like this. And you see it gives a really great sort of bone color immediately.
Immediately does.
Yep, right off the bat. So I figure I'd do this all over here, and while that's drying, I'll hit the flesh with a red wash, like I've got an Army Painter red tone here. That'll do something similar over the flesh areas.
Over on YouTube, we've got Jacob and 1,000 Year Beard. Jacob says, "Evening all," and 1,000 Year Beard says, "Hello, hello. Snacks and painting minis are inseparable." And Jack is over there. Says, "I painted that MINDFLAYER last week, and I wasn't going to paint today, but once I saw y'all were on, I knew it was go time."
Yep.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Always time to paint. So I actually brought in the completed minis that I was working on last week.
Okay.
The rock grinders. So while the wash starts to dry here, there are a few other spots on the model where there are some skulls. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
So here, here, and here, and there's a few up sort of tangled in his hair. When you're incredibly hateful, apparently,
yes.
Skulls
are important.
Skulls just drip off you.
This guy even has a couple hidden on him. There's one up here, right here next to his shoulder, right under his neck. There's a little skull, and then there's a bunch of them like woven into his hair on the back.
Nice. So we're just going to drop that in there.
Yes. Yay. So what did you get into this weekend? And you all out there as well. What did you do this weekend?
I'm going to show you.
All right.
Just while that's drying. So last week I painted. I was working on the rock grinders.
Right.
So this is rock grinder. Oh, there we go. Whee. Rock grinder 07.
Okay. Did you put a 07 on it?
I did.
Nice.
Yep. On the side there. Nope. Just put my finger over it, and in the back corner as well. So
all right.
Nice.
Before you put that down, I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. What are you going to do with it?
Look at this. This little... how he did the cloth and the canvas over these things here. Yep. It looks legit, like that's cloth.
Really... And there's another one on there.
Yay. Sweet.
And this one's 06. So.
Nice. Yeah, that's super cool. And you did the Cylon
Looking at the
red.
camera correctly, is that what Leona is applauding?
No, I'm just applauding the 07, 06.
Oh, I did the Cylon red on
Cylon red.
The eyes. Well, sorry,
Is it a 007?
It is not 007. It's licensed to grind. And I thought I might put these on the spinner.
Okay.
Because I did a little extra work over the weekend. Because I'm still really excited by all of these Gene Stealer Cult models. And I painted up a squad of aberrants. So this is a new squad. I had
Jesus.
I think I showed my first squad last week at some stage, but yeah, these guys.
Those look amazing.
So see the sort of the skin on them? That's a red tone from Army Painter.
Okay. Over
a white prime, and then highlighted back with some Rynn flash. That's it.
That's it.
Super simple.
Jeez.
I will admit, they've had a little bit of purple put in there as well, a little bit of the purple tone.
Okay.
Yeah, don't lie to us, Dave.
I won't lie completely, just vaguely lie. Or if I do lie, I'll catch myself in it. But yeah.
They look amazing.
Pretty stoked with how they turned out. So that's another 19 power level for my Gene Stealer Cult.
Ah, dang it. Are you going to be using these in...
Kill Team?
Kill Team.
Kill Team, yeah, yeah. I'll be using some of these in Kill Team. The Aberrants with hammers are fantastic in Kill Team.
Shane says, games and painting. Jason says, afternoon. Steve is with us. He says, all those skulls must make an awful loud noise. No sneaking for him.
Nope.
None. Jason
clank,
Sutton.
Clank, clank.
Right? It's going to be like, shh, shh. Jason Sutton worked all weekend, but on vacation until Monday.
Oh, nice.
Just in time for my 3D printer to get here tomorrow.
Oh.
Speaking...
Guess we know what you're going to be doing.
Speaking of 3D printers, we're working on a way... So we made, on our 3D printer, these cool little, like, badges, GTM badges.
Yep.
And we're going to be putting the G-code files up on the...
You could wear it right there.
It is pretty cool.
Yep. Or I could wear it. Right.
There. Yeah. And then the other thing is like a little miniature, like, trophy thing. So you can put your miniature on there.
Oh.
Or, yes, I completed.
Once you painted them?
Yes. Yeah. And put them right on there. And, yeah, have GTM in the back. It's kind of neat.
Yep, definitely cool.
We're going to put those files up on the GameTradeMedia.tv website.
Oh, nice.
So that you can download them, and if you have a printer, you can print them out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Fun, fun, fun.
And let's see what Carl said he did. My weekend was pretty terrible.
Oh, boo.
Oh no, Carl. I'll just say I'm getting close to being back to normal again. Maybe I'll even get to paint soon. Okay.
Oh, you're sick? Sickness is never good. Doesn't combine well with painting.
And Chris says sneak with disadvantage on that big guy.
Yes.
Now this guy, I've never seen Rad in the chat. He may have been in before, but I've never seen him.
Yep.
But his name is Rad Algren.
Nice.
That's kind of a cool name.
Very cool.
Working on finishing my Kill Team starter set on the last building.
Oh, excellent.
And then back over on YouTube, 1000 Year Beard says, I found a free little paint rack this weekend. Nice. Holds 20, so it was perfect for me. This weekend I played D&D and painted a Marilith. Thanks for joining.
Yep.
Okay, that's Game Theory
Media.
Media. Those guys.
That's Leona. Leona doing that. Excellent.
Very cool.
So you can see here, just putting the red wash gives that cool sort of pink look.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
That's okay. I just want to get more of here.
There we go. Which is very cool.
Nice.
What did you get up to this weekend?
Well, I cleaned my house, did some laundry, you know, the domestic stuff that one does.
Yep.
I shot my Kickstarter video.
Woohoo!
You edited it. It's now up on Kickstarter. Go and have a laugh.
Go check it out. I didn't put in. I wanted to make the first one like the sensible one.
Right.
And when we've got time, we'll go back and do the bloopers one.
As there are many.
Yep. I'm glad that I was able to sort of trim that.
That 45 minutes of me doing this. Oh.
Well, for that 45 minutes plus the 16 minutes
On the second video.
on the second one,
Yeah.
down to about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So it was all right. It was fine. Fine, I tell you.
That's what we say as the building burns around us.
Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I actually, and that's kind of why I picked this character too, because he does have kind of a Mace Thunderforge look to him.
All right. Yeah. The horned helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm not sure if that's a piece of skin or not, but let's assume it is.
Perfect.
There we go. Get stuck in under there.
So I did that, but I also watched some good movies on Netflix.
Oh, you did? Great.
I always look at the camera when I say Netflix nowadays, because I'm hoping they're watching. Are you watching this Netflix?
Oh, listening. Listening.
Are you listening?
Who's saying Netflix on Facebook?
Right?
What'd you watch?
I watched, dang it, you put me on the spot. No, I watched Umbrella.
I didn't put you on the spot. You raised the subject.
No. I watched Umbrella Academy again.
Okay, again?
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't watched it the first time.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think my wife has watched it. But
So I kind of watched that, and then on demand I watched Dragon Slayer, the old 1980. I think it was 1980.
Okay.
When that came out. Disney and Universal, was it? I think it was Universal and Disney partnered up to make that, and it was just so good. It still holds up.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. And I watched Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
Right. Did you actually get much cleaning done?
Well, it's on in the background. And by the background, I mean right in front of my face.
That's what I was going to say.
As I'm eating a potato.
I cleaned all the things within arm's reach.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm going to be replacing my couch, and it's a sectional, so
Oh, okay.
I've already thrown away like 3 pieces of my couch.
Right. Like a piece at a time?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's great. Very cool. Well, actually, Saturday, I also took my youngest daughter rock climbing.
Oh, nice.
Over here at Earth Tracks.
Okay.
And Sunday we went to the park. So we did a bunch of stuff.
Nice. Weather was permitting.
The park was, yeah, it was, the park was sodden. So, yeah, there wasn't much running around on the on the grass, but otherwise it was fine.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Sarah says she watched Dragon Slayer just the other day as well. Yeah, I think it was. I had to rent it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like $2.99 or something like that. I was like, worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I've been continuing watching my watching again, Game of Thrones.
Nice.
Getting that. I'm now up to the 5th season.
Okay.
So.
And where at in the 5th season?
Like about to start the first episode of the 5th
oh, okay.
season.
Nice.
So, yep. So Bran is north of the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
All that sort of fun stuff.
Okay. Bran.
Daenerys is working out how she's going to rule.
Okay.
Marine and pardon?
The world.
The
world.
world. Yeah. She's having trouble getting started with the cities. What's that continent called?
That
she's on.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. But yeah, she's having trouble with the Wise Masters.
Oh, is this where like the golden skull or the golden mask guys are?
That comes a little bit later. That comes in. I think that comes later in the 5th season.
Okay.
But at the moment, they've just sort of retaken the cities that she moved on from.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Game of Thrones, you know, has been lighting up social media too, as far as like all the fan theories.
All right.
And it's come back around the whole Bran's the Night King, you know. And they actually showed a picture with the split face, you know, where Bran's facing the Night King's on it. Not too far different.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not reading any of that stuff.
No.
No. Take my usual approach.
Wait till you see it.
Whatever happens, happens, and wait till I see it.
Okay.
So I'm managing my expectations.
Nice.
Of course, if it's not at all good, I'll be disappointed. But the previous 7 seasons have told me it'll be good.
So Adam Lavella says, beautiful. Thanks, guys. Of course, Adam from CMON.
Oh, cool.
Ross says, weekend attempted to airbrush some AOS Chaos minis. Age of Sigmar.
Yep.
Bought a Citadel carrying case with Tau, Chaos Space Marines, and Dark Angel Space Marines, all for Shadow War, Armageddon, and Kill Team.
Cool.
Dang.
Nice.
That's a busy weekend had.
Yep. Did you pick those up new, or did you pick them up at a like a
store flea market?
store flea market? Yeah.
Chris asked Dave, what was the wash over the skulls?
The wash over the skulls was Seraphim Sepia from Citadel. So, yeah, it's just a fantastic shade. But it's also, so it's the one I use for the sort of any of the chitinous parts on my Gene Stealer Colt.
Nice.
Quite good. And now I'm hitting all of the metal with a base coat of Tinny tin. Because as Lena likes to point out, I use like 5 paints.
She's
all the
not
time.
wrong.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
It's one of those things. I've got my recipes and I'm really comfortable with them and I can picture them on the model really easily. And it just takes a lot of the thinking out of it for me. So I can just relax and go a bit zen.
Which is, you know, good about this hobby is when you're painting and, you know, when we're not having to you know, not that we don't like talking to everybody in the chat and that watches, because we absolutely do. But when you have the opportunity to paint and you can zen out and just get in your own head a little bit, and it's very relaxing and
very relaxing.
Keeps us on a positive track.
It's mostly because my head is empty. There we go. Now, I expected a bigger laugh from Leona, but she apparently agrees. It's not funny, Dave. It's a condition.
She's probably just thinking the same thing I was thinking.
But like
the nursing home is just around the corner.
Donuts.
Yes.
What?
I was thinking donuts. Get out of my head.
Sorry.
Also, Ross answered your question.
Oh, cool. Welcome through Facebook page for Bit Sales.
Nice.
In Houston. Cool.
Patrick says they just had a new game store open nearby. Can't wait to go unload some cash in there tomorrow. I bet you they can't wait either.
Yep.
What are you planning on picking up, Patrick? Jason says late pledge for all in on print files was like $60. I fell in love when I saw them. Lots of dragons. What is that in reference to, Jason?
Do we miss it? Miss the initial comment?
Maybe.
There we go.
No, 3dprintable.com. Terminator. Adam says, beautiful. We said that. Got that. Sarah says she has some ElfQuest minis. That's sick. Dang it, Byron.
What did Byron say?
He posted up a image of a donut.
Good work.
No, I can't stop thinking about him.
You better not walk outside then.
But does it smell like donuts?
It smells
again?
like donuts. Yeah. Smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smells like donuts. Which is kind of weird because granola doesn't smell like donuts when you pour it out of the box.
No. But there are days when it does smell like donuts, and other days when it smells like oatmeal cookies. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm just like.
Or burnt toast.
Yeah.
And disappointment and shattered dreams.
Well, that's McCormick.
Oh, okay.
when
they smell way better than that.
Not when Old Bay's in the air.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, that's not. You're not originally from Maryland, are you?
No. Well, neither are you.
You didn't grow up bathed in it. Yes, neither did I. But it would have been funny. There we go.
All right, so I want to use your flesh thing on this guy. He has some fleshy space. And,
you want to use my flesh thing?
Yeah,
that guy.
Your recipe.
Okay.
So, what was the base coat? The P3? Just that.
Just the red tone. Yep.
Oh.
The Army Painter red tone.
Okay. Hold on. I may have that right out already. No, that's flesh wash.
Yep. There you
Curses.
go. Look, it's right there.
Oh, it's right in
I'm
front of me. Thanks, man.
Cool.
Okay.
I think now that most of the Seraphim Sepia wash is dry, I can start to pick out some of these hooks and chains with.
Also, there's another comment on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Jack says, bought Reaper's version of Lolth and got so excited I didn't think before gluing her together. Getting it around her arm and thorax is going to be a pain, but she'll be pretty. I would love to see pictures of that.
Yep, that would be great.
Lolth, the demon queen of spiders.
Yep. Just such a...
Steve Tracy has a question.
Oh.
Read my question, please. Super curious. Don't have much painting experience yet. Okay, Steve, Seven, sorry. Let me see if I can find it.
No.
I apologize.
There we go.
I love how that red wash right off the bat gives in an immediate sickly flesh color. How different would it look on a black base coat?
Incredibly different, yeah. So from the black, the the wash is kind of designed to flow over the model and settle in the recesses. So that's where you get the shading there. So because black is the darkest that you're going to get,
right,
it'll pool in there, and it will look lighter than the black around it.
Okay.
So it'll start to flatten out the miniature. So it won't give the depth that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're starting from a black base coat, then working with like a darker red, like burnt red, to start with. This straight over black, which should be fine.
Okay.
Because it's kind of desaturated. So desaturated colors go over black a lot better. And then you can start to build up with something like, this is a game color tan from Vallejo, and then onto the Rynn flesh and maybe some white mixed in there as well. Nice. So there we go. Oh, cold white. I think I got the other one. There we go. The not so cold white. So yeah, I would, if you're starting with a dark base coat,
right,
probably don't use washes, just highlight up,
right,
layer up. But if you're starting with a light base coat, then washes can be your friend. They can help pick out all that detail for you.
Nice.
Fairly quickly.
So sorry about that, Stephen. I missed that when it originally passed by. So yeah.
Of course, there's lots of different. There's always different ways to paint minis.
Yeah.
And another way to paint this guy, or particularly some of the other models that have got a lot more armor on them, would be to prime them black.
Right.
And start with dry brushes. So start with dry brushing like Tinny tin and some gunmetal to pick out all of these chains, and then you can go in with some browns and bone colors to pick out those skulls and start building them up.
Okay.
Layering them up. You'll get a different kind of result at the end most of the time.
Right.
But if you sort of work at it, you can actually end up with a similar result from both, starting at both ends. Just a lot of extra work to get there. So, just going through, being very careful not to hit, or trying not to hit any of those skulls as I'm painting in the Tinny tin.
All the skulls.
All the skulls. This guy's got like 80 of them.
Right.
I think as well as being the tyrant in the hate game, he'd probably be pretty good as a demon prince for Khorne in either 40K or Age of Sigmar.
Okay.
Could be neat.
Yeah. I'll look at these guys too and be like, they could be possible giant kin.
Yep.
For if I wanted to throw these on in a D&D game, or avatars for like different gods.
Right. Okay. Yep. Definitely.
Would you guys like to look at some minis?
Always.
Never. So the owner is asking if we'd like to look at some minis. We would. So we'll check out some minis that folks have posted in the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group this weekend. What do we have? Oh, cool.
So this is Mini Painting Studios.
So Josh has been painting these.
I do not know what these are from.
Well, the one on the left is from Age of Sigmar.
Okay.
It's one of the Stormcast Eternals. And yeah, is Josh in the chat?
I haven't seen them.
Okay. But yeah, I can't remember what the guy on the right is from.
I think it's Reaper.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, could be.
I like that fact that he has a door as a shield.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm interested to see where the rest of the armor goes, because that kind of beaten metal / lava kind of look is really interesting. There's a lot of great texture. Michael Bruce posted Riley's first paint job. Yeah. So Michael runs Emerald Dragon Games down in Florida. And so this is one of his customers, I think.
Yeah, and that looks like the WizKids T-Rex.
Right. Is that the one that Gretchen was going to paint last week?
No, she was going to paint another brand.
A different raptor.
Yeah, a raptor from
right, a
something else.
WizKids raptor. Okay. But no, that's great. Good job, Riley.
Looks good.
Very nice.
There, Jack, your MINDFLAYER.
MINDFLAYER.
Nice.
Very cool. Purple and gold. Color wheel.
Yeah. Also very royal.
Oh yeah. Super regal. Yep. Very nice. Clive Mills.
The Frost Giant is on the right.
Yep.
And I'm not sure what the one on the left is. But that's WizKids Frost Giant.
Yep. Nice work on the cloak there, Clive. I like the silver as well. It's good shading in there. Cool.
I'm really the axe on the Frost Giant too. The scroll work on the.
Oh, like the Viking knot style.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Good work. Ross Bonilla.
From Atlas Minis.
Very cool dwarf.
Yeah. Oh,
Atlantis. Yep.
Words.
Yep.
That's cool.
Very nice. Good job.
G. Lopez, the Storm Steed.
Storm Steed by Reba.
That's nice.
Yep.
I like that green.
Yep. And again, the green with the red wings, reddish orange wings. Color wheel.
Color wheel.
Yep. Contrasting colors. Good job. Oh, a hunt for the ring. Check out those.
These are the player tokens?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's a nice job. So yeah, like tiny busts.
Those are neat.
Yep. Those ring wraiths look awesome.
Yeah.
Check them out.
The Nazgul. Oh, I watched that this weekend too.
All of it?
Just for the Fellowship.
Fellowship, nice.
Yeah.
Excellent, very cool. Good job, Art. Ryan Meacham, SEONI, and LIZARDMAN Warrior.
Yeah, so SEONI is from, that's a Pathfinder iconic hero.
Cool.
And yeah, the LIZARDMAN Warrior. I can't wait to get those in too. My Reaper Bones 4.
Right, yeah. Coming soon?
It's coming soon.
Soon. I love the coloration on the belly of the lizard.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good job, Ryan.
Chris Cox in his Mandalorian armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice cosplay. Nice job. Yeah.
So we're going to highlight anything that's amazingly done as far as the artwork and everything. So it doesn't have to always be minis.
Yep.
And huge fan of the Mandalorians, the Mandalorian mercs.
Yep.
So that looks amazing.
Very cool.
So did you know what this is about? So Sheldon found this toy of the Hulkbuster and did not like the paint job.
Right.
So he redid the whole paint, and you can see the stages.
Right. Yep.
From left to right, and it looks. You did way better than they did, brother.
Yep. It looks fantastic.
It's so good.
Great job. Very cool. Oh, painted by Little Details. The Flesh Eater Court Army. So these are ghouls from the Age of Sigmar.
Okay.
Fantasy Warhammer Age of Sigmar. But yeah, nice job. They're all hunched over. They've got
they look
crazy things growing from their backs. And,
nice. Like bony spikes.
Bony spikes. I think these ones are might be fur.
Okay.
But there's an alternate unit that instead of putting in those fur pieces, it's like tangled bones and other bits and pieces. But nice. Yeah, they look suitably degenerate. Very cool. Cindy Heaton. Oh, nice. Very cool.
So Cindy is new to the group, and she's amazing.
Yep. Doing fantastic work.
Yeah. The owl, it looks like a gnome riding like some sort of owl creature or just an owl, and it's just like, what? That owl looks so good.
It does. Yep. Those eyes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And that rabbit looks great too. Super vicious.
Right. I mean, that's the rabbit, I think, from Monty Python and Quest for the Holy Grail. It has to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Just look at it.
I think so.
It's going to bite your head right off.
Yep. Very cool. Brittany Sanford, the Mimic.
From Reeves.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks good.
Rick's second favorite monster.
I do like mimics. Yeah. What's my favorite? My most favorite?
Oh, I think we'll just let people imagine that.
Dang it. You know what it is.
I do. It's Knowles.
It is Knowles. They are the best.
Robert Malik, Lannister Guardsman.
Nice.
They look very cool.
Yeah.
Nice reds and golds.
Yeah, that looks like army ready to be put to the field.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus
Chris Gorka.
Look at that face.
Nice job.
Yeah. I can't remember what he said this was from.
I'm going to guess this
Hero
is a
Forge?
Hero Forge. Yeah.
It's cool, the helmet on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, so nice.
And the reflections painted on the greave, on the left greave. Can you see it in the right-hand photo there?
Yeah, I can see it, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Nice work, Chris. Good job. Awesome.
Last one.
All right.
Dennis Costello painting some Tyranids.
So these are the advanced versions of those ones that you're looking at, that you showed us earlier.
The Gene Stealer, cult.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the Tyranids are they're the race that's floating through space on enormous sort of biological ships. Mm-hmm. And as they move through, they send any planet that has any sort of organic resource. They'll drop them down onto the planet in these big exploding spores, and they'll go through and they'll kill everything on the planet and drag it all into these sort of consumption pits. So it gets liquefied and then shot back into space through these capillary tunnels. So the fleets can basically absorb everything and just leave a lifeless husk of a planet behind.
That's dark.
Yeah.
That's really dark. I like it.
You know that 40K is also known as the Grim Dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
As in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. That's the tagline.
Okay.
Cool. Hey, Kat. Kat is asking if I will be bringing copies of my book to Adepticon. I won't be bringing some, but my buddy Vince from Winged Star Publishing will be bringing copies of the book.
Nice.
Yep, so they'll be for sale there, which will be very cool. Did you get your copy, Kat? I think Kat was one of my backers.
Nice.
So, but yeah, very exciting. So yeah, Adepticon is, what, 4 weeks away? About 4 weeks away?
Is it like right after Gamma?
Yeah, pretty quickly after Gamma. So very excited about that. My buddy Mel, the train tutor, is coming over. Wow. So we're going to be hanging out for the weekend at Adepticon.
Okay.
Talking about our next book, the Terrain Essentials book.
Nice.
So that's going to be pretty exciting. More news on that later.
Also, James says, welcome to 40K, Rick.
Yeah. the whole Tyranid thing, that's probably one of the tamer parts of the the lore. Yeah. Because they're essentially mindless eating organisms.
Okay. Dang it. But they're also supposed to be like the aliens of 40K.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're one of the alien forms. But there are all sorts of others that have far more malicious intent.
Okay. Well, would that be like Nurgle's folk?
Oh, the Death Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Any of the Chaos Forces, some of the Eldar forces.
The Dark Eldar?
The Dark Eldar, the Drukhari. Yes.
Okay.
Those guys.
I mean, I know from seeing packaging.
That they look pretty dark?
They look dark. James said that too. He says, in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Yep.
In the grim dark future of Hello Kitty, there is only war. In the grim dark future of, dang it, all the Hello Kitty.
All that stuff. Yep. No, there's a classic 40K boxed game cover picture that has loads of Space Marines fighting orcs. And in the very early days of memes, somebody replaced all of the Space Marine heads with Hello Kitty heads.
That sounds amazing. Sanrio probably loved it.
So, I'm not sure if they paid attention to it.
They probably didn't.
Yeah, this is a while ago, right? So.
Also, Kat says something to you on YouTube.
Cool. Oh, Catalan's going to be sending a package of Mel's survival supplies for the hotel.
Nice. Is it alcohol?
No, she said expect whatchamacallit candy bars.
Oh, yum.
Nice. Mel does a lot of the, what you call it? Searching for words is what he does.
Then someone, Josh from Mini Painting Studio says, then someone actually converted the Hello Kitty Marines.
This is true.
I think it was a grand tournament.
Yep, I think somebody played them at a grand tournament. So.
And then Chris Cox says, I've seen the My Little Pony Marines as well.
Right. Yep.
And if you can't have fun in your hobby, you know.
Yeah.
Also look at YouTube.
Hi, greetings from Germany. I am new to this channel since 2 weeks and like this live painting. Good work, guys. Thank you so much. That's is it Alter Troll?
Yep.
That's a cool name too. Dang it.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of strange, because sometimes we ramble a lot.
Huh?
I know. Didn't see that coming, did you? But other times we're kind of informative.
He's informative.
Yeah.
I ramble.
Okay, so finally finished that sort of skirt of chains and skulls. Well, I haven't finished the skulls, sorry. There we go. A little bit more work to do on the skulls. One thing that you'll notice with these, with the tiny eye sockets on the skulls, when you go through quickly with the wash, there are spots in there where you might use, like the surface tension will keep the, let me find it, where is it? There we go, that next one down. So it'll keep the wash from going into the recesses there, into the eye socket, because it's a very, very small recess. So if you spot those, when you come back, just go around, sort of dab them in. I'm going to use a dark brown to do that.
A dark brown?
A dark brown.
Oh,
Dark.
Dark, not dark.
Dark.
Dark brown.
Not duck. Not duck. Not a mallard brown.
We got to get back to the future.
Yeah. Oh, dark brown. Right, okay. My bad.
It's cool.
But yeah, so you can go along and just push that into those
We got Danny Tong
sockets.
says hello.
Hey, Danny.
Chris Cox says Warhammer is magic. Carl says Adeptus Felinus Gladius.
Oh.
Adeptus Cringus.
It's cringes, yeah.
Mini Painting Studios. James Smith says, a friend of mine had Marines painted in the exact shade of Skittles. His war cry, taste the rainbow.
Oh, dear.
Great, Scott. Yeah, that's awesome. So there's Carol from CMON Games is in the chat.
Hey, Carol.
So yes, we are painting some hate today.
Hate. We're not painting angry, though.
No, we are very
It's
happy
important to point it out.
to be painting hate.
Yeah. So there we go. And so as I was going through painting the tinny tin in on the chains, there are a few spots where I got some of it over onto the skulls.
Okay.
And you think, oh, Dave's going to go through now and touch up those skulls.
But he's not.
He's not.
Dang it.
Surprised you.
Do you think that they would
Fooled you.
naturally get a little scuffed from the chain?
They might get scuffed, but they wouldn't have like metallic transfer.
Ah,
So,
okay.
but because I want to go through and highlight those chains with, I'm going to be using some gunmetal from the Army Painter.
I said, wow.
Why did you say wow?
Didn't see that coming.
Right.
It's not part of your regular paint palette.
If only I could see Leona from here. Here, take a closer look. But yes. So I figured we'll wait until I finished all of the metallic parts, because chances are I'll also get a little bit of the gunmetal transferred onto the the skulls.
Also, Ross said you could make the eye sockets OSL.
This is true. This is true.
What's OSL?
OSL, object source lighting. So you can imagine that there was some sort of fiendish,
glowy energies,
glowing energy, disembodied hate.
Yes.
Hiding within the skulls. I'm not going to do it on the show because with the roughly 80 to 100 skulls on this guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It shows that I lack commitment, right? Yeah.
No, it does
I appreciate
not.
that. There we go. So, yeah, I think it'd look fantastic. If somebody wants to take the time to do that, that would look really good. A malevolent red kind of glow from each of the eye sockets.
Yeah, that would look pretty cool. All right. I like when Dave talks about his metallic parts. That's Mini Painting Studios.
Thanks, Josh.
Cool. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. With blood and rage of crimson red, ripped from a corpse so freshly dead, together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all, that is your fate. That's Chris Cox throwing some hot lyrics down.
Nice. Where's that from? Is that from the back of the box?
It probably is. Maybe, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
It should be.
Right.
Or is it the Vincent Price bit from the beginning of Thriller?
Thriller. That would also be perfect.
That would be awesome.
All right.
Red Lantern Oath.
Oh, the Red
Red
Lantern
Lantern
Oath. Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
I'm not a.
Not a lantern guy?
I'm a Green Lantern guy, but
Okay.
I'm not really a red or orange or white or black lantern kind of person.
All right, okay.
Because when they started coming out with all these different lanterns, I was just like, ugh. Not that I didn't like some of the characters that were introduced, because they did come out with some really cool new characters, but
All right.
yeah.
Of course, when you go through and you highlight everything,
Yeah.
you find spaces where you forgot to paint the base color.
Perfect.
Yeah. Particularly when you do it on the internets. Okay. So now I can come back. I'll spin back around.
All right. I realized I could all.
Oh dear.
James Smith wrote, "Drop it like it's hot." Mini Painting Studio says, "I realized I could always fly to the studio for a stream with the MPS painting tools. That way, Dave can hand me the copies of his book."
Oh yeah,
That's true. You could,
that's true.
Chris. And then Chris Cox says, "And then you could address the Mimi in the studio, the Mimi in the room."
Mimi in the room.
They won't let it go.
Leona's just gonna be like, I'm gonna be sick that day.
I think Leona needs a
Yeah.
shirt, Josh, that says "I heart Mimi Painting
Mimi Painting
Studios."
That'd be great. Should totally do that.
So bad.
Awesome.
Jack says, "On to Gobo number 2. Gabo. I can't,
Yeah. You're okay. You'll get there one day.
Ross says, "I wouldn't do every skull, just a select few."
Okay. That's an idea. Yeah, I think every skull might be overkill. Okay.
I do love gunmetal.
Yep.
It's such a nice color.
So there we go. Spin that around for a sec so it's a little bit easy to see. Okay. So yeah, check that out, Rick.
Jesus.
Chains.
Look at that.
But you can see there are certain spots like on that skull For example, there's a big slab of it on there. So I just have to go back. I was going to be picking out the skulls anyway. With what color am I going to use, Leona?
Charred brown.
Sorry, what color?
For skulls.
Flesh.
Flesh? For skulls?
No, bone.
Bone? Close. So yeah, I'm going to throw out some Bonewhite.
Bonewhite.
Sorry. And this is the one I was expecting you to answer, the Ivory.
Byron said Queen of Cackle.
Yep.
Leanna and I can battle on camera.
Nice.
That's Josh from Mini Painting Studios. Carol Spin, thank you guys. Can't wait to see you at Adepticon.
Yep. See you soon.
We got to talk about that, Carol. We weren't able to
We'll send you a message.
get a conversation going at Toy Fair.
Dope. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is probably want to go through and pick out every skull with the Bonewhite and the Ivory.
Okay.
I'll make sure I hit the ones where I've sort of painted over with some with the tinny tin or the gunmetal.
Nice.
But, what you can see that I'm doing there is I'm just hitting the sort of the forehead on the skulls, because that's the part that's sort of really going to stand out on the skirt and leaves the what are these? The orbital bones? Is that what they're called?
Your zygomatic arch.
Zygomatic arch?
That's what that is called.
Okay. What are those?
Or your
other
cheekbones.
My cheek. Oh, those are. Oh, yeah. I suppose cheekbones works in layman's terms. What are they called? Zygomatic?
Zygomatic arch.
Okay, I'll go with that. The zygomatic arch. And the, what's this bit? Like the front of the jaw.
The maxillary.
Maxillary?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So I'll leave those kind of to be in shadow at the bottom of the piece.
Nice. Carol says that we missed the chance because my son was babysitting me. That's true. He's keeping me out of trouble.
Nice.
Because I feel like I would have came back with a lot more games.
I'm sure you would have. Okay. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
What time we got?
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes left.
Probably more comments on YouTube.
Do you notice? Just before we go to those, do you notice how quick that Rick was like, we got 6. And Leona says 5. He goes, oh, 5 minutes.
On YouTube,
Dave will end up painting every skull.
Mike says, I've just been tearing through random minis I've had around forever. Needed a palette cleanser after painting the Nurgle half of Rogue Trader. Yep. Ross says, see, you are informative too.
Yep.
Dave will end up painting every skull. He will keep going back until all are done. He isn't a half-done kind of painter. So come on.
This is true. Yep. So you're saying I should just go for it from the start? I'll just plow into it.
Mini Painting Studio says, his son, I wasn't there. No, my youngest was with me at Toy Fair.
Is that Lucas?
Lucas, yeah.
I think it's great that you named him after George.
I named him. I did not name after George Lucas. My son has a K, not a C.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And it's for Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
And his sister is Linnea.
All right.
And I wanted it to be Leia.
Of course you did. Of course you did. There we go.
I think they're going to Sweden again this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. As they do.
All right. So you want to start picking out those the skulls in ivory.
Yeah.
And
it's funny as up in the corner, as I'm pointing at it like a dum-dum.
Yeah, for sure. You're putting it down monitor, right?
Yeah, it's on the monitor, and I'm still looking like, what is he doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just painting. I was tempted to go through and hit the silver. Okay. Hit the chains with like a really bright silver, like
okay.
the
like plate mail or
aluminum.
Aluminium. Yes.
But I didn't want to then have that like lose the contrast.
Okay.
So I think I'll leave the chains as they are.
Nice.
And make sure that the skulls are the bright thing on the model, or at least the lower part of the model there.
Well, we've got about 3 minutes left, and we haven't really talked about the Painting Happy Little Minis group. So earlier, a lot of you watching, if you're new and you hadn't noticed, we did show a bunch of miniatures that we highlighted, and those are all miniatures that individuals from our Painting Happy Little Facebook group have submitted for us for sharing their work and sharing their works in progress and sharing their completed works. And if you're not a member of that group, please join us over at Painting Happy Little Minis. That's our Facebook group where we basically are dedicating that space so people can show off their completed minis, their works in progress, their techniques that they're using, and for everybody to ask questions and give answers so that we all become better painters.
Yep, exactly.
Can you showcase your minis?
Yeah.
Can we what?
She wants us to show off where we're at.
Okay. Where we're at. We can do that. Okay.
I'm so glad I'm going to be able to work on this some more on Thursday.
Yep. I'm excited to get to work on his skin and his hair after all of these skulls.
Sorry.
Just put him right in the middle.
Will they both fit on there?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. So as it goes around, there we go.
So I did the skulls with the red as well, the red wash on mine, because a freshly stripped skull is going to have that meaty bits and that blood red staining.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest then that you maybe do another red wash over them and like a brown wash.
Okay.
Just to get that, because they're not all going to be super fresh.
Right.
But if that's the way that this guy does it, like just peeled off.
That's how I feel.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
okay, right here. But yeah, some of those are going to darken up as the blood's going to as the blood dries.
Nice. Yes.
Whereas mine, he likes to get his minions to polish the skulls.
He puts them in the CSI tank where the beetles will eat all. It'll just be perfect.
The acid, the vats of acid.
Nice.
Yeah. Usually they do it while the skulls are still attached to people. That's how hateful this world is.
Then what? James says, "Oh my God, only 3 minutes left. Then what, Rick? Then what?" Then I think Mini Painting Studios will be up next to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he usually goes live at 3, so you guys can check him out.
Yep.
Nurgle doesn't suck. Nurgle's just mean. I guess I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, so I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
On everything. That's
nice.
All. We're
Fantastic.
done. That's our day. Yeah. Check it out. So one last little pitch too. Go over to Kickstarter and check out Tome of Heroes. If you haven't yet, I'd highly appreciate it if you would. It's a book that I have up. And if you share it, that'd be great. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yep. This has been Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
See you at the game store.
Hi, I'm Tom from Looney Labs. Make sure you check out our upcoming game, Timebreaker. It releases on February 28th, and if you pre-order now, you can get an early demo copy like this to try out before the game hits shelves.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.